Hi. Come on in. Come on in. Say the spell with me. Come on, y'all get in here. It's gorgeous. It's been in the 70s, upper 70s, close to 80 every day this week. Wow. I'm telling you, spring has sprung down here in Alabama. Alabama. I know, I'm being silly. It's just such an exciting week for me. I thought I would bring you guys one more Temu haul before I go into moving mode. I'm filming this on February 28th on Friday. I don't know what day I'm going to release it. It might get released later today. We'll see how the editing goes. If not, it'll come out. You'll be seeing this sometime on the weekend. My shed gets built on Monday and I move on Tuesday. So I figured before I pack this stuff up, I'm going to show you what I got. All right. And then I'll give you some updates. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tag on the videos that I made of the house leaving the builders, leaving PBS, Phoenix Building Solutions. It's leaving the construction site. I'll show you a video of it coming in off the road into the site where it's going to be placed. You'll also get to see me do a walk around of it as they're doing the installation of it, and the beautiful trees that absolutely surround it on both sides. It's just, I'm telling you, wait till you see this. And then I did one final walkthrough before I start moving everything in. So there's a lot to see at the end. Not really long. It's only maybe less than 15 minutes worth of home video, but it's in different segments. So let's first talk briefly about Temu's chaos right now. Temu and the United States, and I can't speak for other countries, but the shipping issues are getting ridiculous. And I'm hoping that you're all using the steps that I explained to you in the last video about how to get your 20% off coupon when you're not getting your shipping updates. Make sure you're checking constantly so that you get those $5 credits for your packages being late. It's super, super important that you stay on top of it. As I said, I had just gotten $30 worth of credits. I have another 40 some odd dollars of credits coming to me for late packages and no shipping. So here's what's happening in a nutshell. Once that 24-hour lockdown on shipping, so to speak, that happened in the beginning of the month has had a ripple effect. So now Temu is like, oh, got to catch up. Everything's okay now. They can ship to the US again. And they've got a massive amount of packages that had been held that couldn't go out. And now they're plus new orders still coming in. So they're playing catch up. And the United States, because of its customs inspections that's required, they are swamped. And customs used to take 1 or 2 days, and now it's taking anywhere from 5 to 7 days. And they've added more steps to it. It's not just customs clearance. It's the package is coming off the ship. It's going into customs inspections. Then it's going through customs clearance. Then it's going to the handler after customs. Then it goes out to whoever is going to be shipping. So there's a whole bunch of extra steps in there. And right now, they just can't keep up with the volume. And that's to our benefit. So check your orders daily. Make sure you do try to get those $5 if it's late, $5 if there's no updates after 9 days, your 20% off coupon. And, don't take no for an answer. Don't let them say, oh, well, please be patient with us. No, I'm out of patience. This is not acceptable. Escalate. And the minute you escalate it, here comes your 20% off coupon. Remember, this 20% off coupon is a gift. This is not a bait and switch like all those other coupon offers that pop up when you're shopping or when you're gaming. Those coupon offers, they say, oh, well, you have to meet certain requirements. You have to spend so much in orders and so many orders in so many days in order to get that coupon. Not with this 20%. This 20% is a true coupon. No further obligations, no obligations whatsoever. Yes, it has an expiration date, anywhere from, I think it's 4 to 7 days you have to use it or it expires. But you can spend up to $100. So in other words, you can get up to $20 off as a maximum. It gets applied to the total balance, not item per item. It's not divvied up here and there. They just take 20% off your balance and you pay the rest. And you can combine it with credits. You cannot combine it with other coupons, but you can combine it with your credits. So if you get your 20% off and you have enough credits to cover the rest, then you've got a free order. All right? Okay, let's get into these boxes. I'm not going to open these 100% simply because I don't want to have to repack them. These all require assembly, and I'm not going to do that here. It's a lot easier for me to move these things. This is a side table. In the hospital, they have those tables on wheels that slide under the bed. Then you have the top that goes up and down. Well, this is the home version of that. And I'll put a picture up here so that you can actually see what it looks like. I'll put several pictures up. This had a value of $27.46 at the time that I ordered it. I didn't pay for it. Obviously, it was credits. But I wanted to just show you. Oh, gosh, no, it's got that foamy pellet stuff in it. Ah! Little white snowball pellets everywhere. That's all right. I got to clean anyway. So I did want to show you that the quality of the actual tabletop. The legs are metal. They're solid metal. This thing is a mess. So this is the base that goes along the floor. So this is very, very solid. And you can see it's about a 1/2 inch thick. It's pre-drilled for where you have to mount the pole that goes on it. This is your top. Nice dark wood grain top, minus the snow. I think I'm going to open these parts outside my tiny home, put this together outside where all this stuff doesn't get all over the place. But again, this is nice wood grain all the way around. It's pre-drilled. And the pre-drill, you see the holes? It's got metal in there, so it's not going to strip out the wood. This is OSB board, which is that fake wood stuff. But for $27, and this is heavy. This is solid. Good quality. I'm happy with the quality of it. The legs are metal. And I'm not even going to try to pull the legs out because they're really stuffed in there. But I got this because it's snowing. Trying to make the best out of this. It's just snowing everywhere. I got it because in a tiny home right now, until I get everything configured and laid out where I wanted, I don't have room for like a coffee table in front of my sofa. So I wanted something I can literally slide under the sofa, and this can be adjusted for height up and down. I can bring it all the way down so it literally sits on the sofa and makes like a little table and splits the sofa in half. So, you know, you have 2 seats and you have a little table in between. Or I can bring it up if I need to use it for recording or eating or whatever the case may be. But basically it slides down out of the way, doesn't take up any kind of space. I think it's going to work out perfectly. And if it doesn't, then I will give it a home either on the front porch or in my shed, which my shed is going to be the place that I, oh my gosh, that I set up my jewelry creation station. So I can always use an extra little space saver type table. But that's the plan, to use that one in the living room. And I think it'll be fine. Okay, next box. Oh, by the way, these 3 things, these are 3 out of the 5 that were shipped by sea. And they shipped by sea because of the weight. I've had things bigger than this not shipped by sea. So I'm thinking it's just because they did that simply because I had 3 items that were all heavy. And it was just easier, more affordable for them to do the shipping, because I didn't pay any shipping on any of these. They didn't come from the local warehouse. This one was $26.05. This is a garden hose stand. Now, back in New York, I had a garden hose holder that mounted to the side of my house. And in Arizona, there was already garden hose holders that were mounted to the house. I don't want to do that to my tiny home. I don't want to start putting holes in the exterior of this thing. So I got a stand, and I'll put some pictures up here for you, but I did want to show you the quality of this. So I did kind of open the box a little bit. Okay, I know you're seeing shadows, but you're not seeing any light glare, right? Doing the best I can, guys. Hey, but this is my last video in this house. This is the very last one because I'm moving after the weekend. I'm gone. I won't be here anymore. So the next video that comes down the pike at you will be coming from my tiny. All right, let's take a look at this. I want to show you the quality of this. This is the top piece of the stand, and it's just decorative, but this is solid metal. All right, this is steel, and it's powder coated steel. This is just the decorative top, and you can see it's got the screw holes already in it for it to mount. I'm not taking it all out. I'm just taking some of it out. And, come out. Okay. I'm going to make a mess out of this. These are the spikes that go into the ground. There's two of them this way. All right. So they'll go down into the ground. They just reverse them for packing. Sharp spikes that got them protected. These drive down into the ground. And this one, you flip it over and they go side by side like this. And you drive them down into the ground. And then you attach your poles and whatnot that go up and hold this. So again, this is solid metal. It's powder coated. It's not going to rust. Let's see what else. Oh, I think I can take pieces out of here. This one's not too bad. Okay. This is the other side of the top. So you've got your pieces where your garden hose goes. Again, solid metal. I don't know. I don't think you can hear these clanging together, but the quality of this stuff is really, really good. And then it comes with all your posts. And you have your posts, you have your bars and all your hardware and your goody little bag here. It comes with everything you need, and it comes with the instructions on how you set this up. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. There we go. Let's do it that way. So it shows you exactly how you do it. All right. So the two curved pieces basically make the front and the back of where your hose will go in between. And then there's the short little bars, which are in that bag, that go in between them, and then your hose wraps around it. So it's layered like that. All right. I love this. And for 26 bucks, this is about a third the cost of what it was going to be in one of the box stores, because I have been pricing these freestanding hangers for quite some time, and they're very expensive in the box stores. Everybody wants to make a big profit off of you, right? So, oh, I got that all back in the box. Look at there. So I can seal that box back up and be done with it. That is one of the things that, more snow. Once I get to the tiny house, obviously that's not a priority to get that set up, but I will have to get my hose out and whatnot. So once I have my hose out, I'll take some time, put that together. But I'll be putting all this stuff together and giving you videos of the assembly as it goes, so you'll actually be able to see how easy it was to assemble, what it looks like in place. That will just go right down into the ground, right next to where my hose outlet, where my, excuse me, I have hiccups, where my spigot is on the outside of the house, so that my hose will be able to go to the front of the house or to the back of the house, either way that I need it to go. It'll be up off the ground, which is always better, and I won't be poking any holes in my tiny house. That's especially better, right? Hold on, I need coffee. I talked to Mama this morning. I wasn't able to call her on Wednesday like I usually do. So I called her this morning, kind of surprised her. We had a nice chat. She's in a really good mood. She's anxious to see pictures of the house. And I will send those to a friend so that he can show them to her. But she did say to say hello to everybody. And when I do travel to visit with her, hopefully it'll be the latter half of April. We'll get to do a little mini hello video just so that you can see her and maybe hear her sing, because she misses that. She tells me that she misses being able to participate with what I'm doing. And I don't know, maybe we'll see if I can schedule a short 30-minute live or something with her in case you want to touch base and ask any questions along those lines. So know that she's doing well as can be expected for someone who's about to turn 96, right? God bless her. All right. The last package, another box. This is an underbed storage bin. Now, it's on wheels, and I'll put pictures up for you. This one's a little different than the other ones that you saw. This one is more of a mesh. It's more of a cage, I guess. This will give you an idea of what it actually looks like. And I will put pictures up, but this is how this particular one looks. It's like a basket underneath the bed. So it has the plastic liner. There's all the little pieces, the wheels stuck inside. This is the base plastic liner that goes in the bottom so nothing falls through the cracks of it, so to speak. It does have a dust cover that comes with it. That's in case you do decide that you want to cover it. But this is literally like a cage. These are all metal pieces. And they do have a nice little handle on the end of it where you would grab it to pull it out, but it's a metal handle. It's not fancy wood or anything along those lines. It's just a metal handle. So these are your front, back, and side pieces. And this is your bottom pieces. Let me take that out of there. And it's two pieces. It opens up like that. So this is the size of this one. It's a little bit smaller than the other one, but it's also very sturdy because it's solid metal. And when you put it down, you put it like this so that you can fold it up that way, but it won't collapse with the weight pushing it down. So this is a very easy assemble one as well. Again, I'm not going to assemble it here, guys, but I wanted you to see the quality of these things. Let's take a look. I want to look at the cover. See what the cover feels like. Okay, so this is parachute material with a clear top. This lid literally just slides over it. You can see it's shaped square. So you just set it over the top. And once you set it over the top, though, it does have a zipper, okay, down the one side. So you don't have to pull the whole thing off. Oh, it has a zipper on both sides. Gee, there's a zipper over here too. So it has two zippers. I'm glad I checked. All right, so that means it's going to be easy access no matter which way I'm coming at it from, top or bottom. So that means I now have four for under the bed, which is great because that will hold boots, winter items, heavier winter coats, and they'll all be covered so I can just roll them under the bed and not pull them out until I absolutely need to wear them or use them. So all four that I've gotten now all have covers. They're all on wheels. Yeah, it's a great bargain. I'm pretty happy with that. And none of these things came from local warehouse. They all came free shipping from TEMU, but I did have to wait. These were ordered on February 2nd, and I received the three of these yesterday on the 27th. So coming by sea and only taking 3 weeks was not bad. I have 2 items left that are coming by sea. One is a storage shelf unit that's going to go out into the shed, and the other is a wall clock that looks like a miniature version of Grand Central Station's clock in New York. It's a two-sided clock, and that's going to go out on my conversation wall. Now, those have just left Illinois, headed towards Montgomery. When these three items left Illinois, from the day they left to the day I received them was 3 days. So I'm hoping that the two items that are coming get here by Monday. Because if not, when I leave on Tuesday, I'm going to have to drive back up here to get those two items. I really don't want to take that big of a drive, but I may have to. I don't have any choice in the matter. So that's it for this little mini TEMU haul. Let's really quick touch base with what's going on just around the corner. Levi is acting like a puppy. He is loving this weather, and it's knocking him out. Every time we go south to where the house is, and I've been down there a couple times this week for delivery, water hookup, electrical hookup. I'm going back on Monday for the shed to be built. But every time we go down, we're spending 5, 6, 7, 8, we're basically spending the day there, and we're outside in the fresh air. Both of us have been sleeping like a log. We come home from there, or come back here from there, and we are just totally wiped out, fresh air, sedated, so to speak. I've fallen asleep on the couch and taken a nap that I wasn't planning on taking. I just fell asleep. He's sleeping a lot. He's actually been sleeping through the night all week long, and that's not him. Normally he gets me up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because his old bladder has to go. Nope, he's been sleeping right through till 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and spending a lot of time yawning, actually, which is kind of cool to watch him do. So we're doing good. Even though it's exhausting, we are sleeping well because of that, and the fresh air, and of course the joy and the happiness of having everything coming together. So let's take a look at these videos. The first little clip I'm going to show you is the house, and this is like a 20-second clip. This is the house pulling out of Phoenix Building Solutions. This is when the truck first picked it up and it started to leave. Ryan sent this to me so that I knew my home was on her way. And I did post this little clip up on Facebook. For those of you that follow me on Facebook, you probably already saw this, but take a quick look at this. I got so excited when I saw that house actually on the move. Yeah, it was thrilling. It just made my day. So the next clip that you're going to see is down where my site is, where the house was going. The access for the tiny homes and the mobile homes isn't an actual road. You come right off the highway, cross a little grassy section, and right up into the site. And so that's what you're going to see. I was parked on the side of the road using my red car as a flag, and the staff at the site had put cones out. So I had told the delivery driver, his name was Gavin, I told Gavin that when he sees my car, he needs to pull in between my car and the cones. I parked on that side because there's a dip. And the last thing I wanted, I had nightmares of my house rolling into that ditch. So I made sure that I parked to get him around that ditch. Boy, he came off that road so quickly, I don't think I could back up fast enough. Watch this. Woo, damn, he's good. Got it. Perfect. He's a master. The ease at which he puts this house into place had me dumbfounded. Literally jaw slacked open. He backed that thing in there like it was nothing. That was a 19,000-pound house. And he had a really tight thing to get that. And he had to line that up between the flags. Look at how easy he made this look. Check it out. So when I did the walk around, I was, as I said, I was absolutely amazed at how perfectly he put the house in place. And they got to work on it very, very quickly. Now there were three of them. There was Gavin, who was the driver, and then there was two other workers who did who put the anchors into the ground and did the stabilization with the blocks and whatnot. And then Daniel is the tall one in the yellow shirt. He is the one who also did the plumbing connections for me. So check out what it looks like. Now, this is done just like a mobile home is done. It's literally this, you'll see this big, long yellow machine that literally lifted my home up off the ground so that they could get blocks underneath it. On the front end, they use the truck and the lift on the truck to get the front end up, and then they use this machine to get the back end up. I don't even know who designs this equipment. I really don't. But they started, just like any other mobile home, They put these plates down on the ground. They put the cinder blocks on top of it. And for any distance that is less than a cinder block or a cinder cap, they use the wooden blocks. Now, a lot of people have said, oh, but those wooden blocks will deteriorate over time, or blah, 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 blah. They're not exposed to the weather. They're not exposed to the rain and the snow and the ice, and the little tiny bit that they might swell or not swell is not going to be affected simply because of the weight of this house. But they do recommend, just as with any other mobile home, every 5 to 10 years, depending on the environment, you go under the crawl space and you check those blocks to see if any of them need to be replaced. The skirting can come off. It's just screwed on. The skirting can come off easy enough for someone to come back down and re-block the house. So anyone who has a mobile home and it's on like a little bit of a tilt or it wiggles, it's because they haven't done their maintenance. They haven't done the support maintenance of those pillars that hold it up. But there are 6 anchors in the ground around the house, as well as 10 or 12 pillars. So check out this walk around. So this is the step-by-step process you're seeing. I decided that I wanted to take a quick walk around the entire house and not just at what they were doing. So as I walked around and showing you those pillars, you'll notice that I started also showing you the trees that surround the house. That beautiful blue sky. It was the nicest day so far this spring that we've had. It was 77 degrees and sunny. Not a cloud in the sky. All those gorgeous trees around my house is really nestled into that setting. Absolutely loved it. When I saw that, I'm like, boy, I picked the perfect spot to put it, the absolutely perfect spot. So the next time that I went down, the plumbing got done on that day, right after the house was in place. Daniel did the plumbing. and got that all set for me. I actually have a couple. They had gotten some extra pieces because they weren't sure what they would need. I have some pieces I have to return. I'll do that on Monday. And then 2 days later, or yesterday, as a matter of fact, the electrician came and the electrician did the hookup. Now, my house is designed for plug and play. I could have had it set up with a hardwire connection, but instead I had it set up with an RV connection. So that down the road, if the house ever needs to be moved for whatever reason, they simply unplug it from the power pole, wrap it everything up, and I take it away. Sorry, slight interruption. I had to stop there for a second. So the electrical got connected, and they literally put in a new breaker, all new wiring from the electric company post down underground. They dug it down to like the 18-inch level, so it's below the frost line, back up to the house on a pole in a box. Beautiful job. They startled me. I got down there. I was up at the gosh awful hour, and I managed to get down there by 7:45. They showed up promptly at 8, and they were done and out of there and cleaned up by 9. And that included them coming into the house. And while they were in the house, they walked through, they checked all my light fixtures, they activated my smoke detectors. You know, you pull the little tab out so the battery makes the connection. They pulled those little tabs out. They got everything activated. They switched everything on the breaker panel because everything was off. So they switched everything in the breaker panel on. I ran the water to make sure that my on-demand heater was full, because you want to make sure it has water in it before you actually power it up. So I ran the faucet to pull the water through. It did have water in it. He flipped the breaker. I switched it over to hot water. Literally 10 seconds, here came the hot water from the on-demand. So it was wonderful. All right, very, very encouraging. So when all that was said and done, after they left, I had brought a few boxes and some things in with me. I had, as you can imagine, I had a ton of TEMU stuff here, and I had an enormous amount of boxes that I had to get out of here and get down there. So I figured, well, I might as well do a video and do a walkthrough to show you guys the house with all the appliances and everything in it before the chaos begins on moving day. After moving day is done, I may show you just a few quick pictures or clips of the what I'm going to call controlled chaos in the house, or organized chaos in the house, because there will be boxes and bins everywhere. The advantage, though, to me, is that because I'm doing the walls myself, I'm doing the finishing work myself, I don't have to finish the walls before I can move in. I can do the walls while I'm there. It's no biggie to slide some furniture to the middle of the room and work on a wall. Or it's no biggie to empty one shelf in the pantry so that I can paint that particular wall within the pantry or in the closet. So I'm not going to be hanging up any wall decor, mind you, because that would be a pain in the neck to put it up and then have to take it down. So there won't be anything on the walls until I finish the walls. But check out this walkthrough. It's only about 2 minutes long or 3 minutes long. So check it out. See what you think. Hi guys. It is February 27th, and I am down here at my tiny home. Electrical's connected. Plumbing's connected. Let's take a walk in and see. I have temporary little mats down just to minimize Mr. Levi's making himself at home. So we walk in, and there's my kitchen. You'll have to excuse the boxes, but I'm already bringing some personal things down. The lights. There's the fan on and off. And the porch light on, and the living room lights, and the kitchen lights. It's a 3-way switch. Well, that's the living room lights. Now these pieces, this is my drop down board, that square one. I'm going to hinge it right here so that I can swing it up and have 18 inches of extra counter space, and then swing it down when I don't need it. And this taller piece of butcher block, and you can see this is solid. This is not laminate. This taller piece is the piece that's going to go across right here from cabinet to cabinet, right across the top. So here's the kitchen. Let me stand in the corner. Microwave, and you can see my range is a cooktop. There's my range. I haven't gotten all the stickers off it yet, but I'll work on that. I have 3 drawers over here. 1, 2, 3. The double cabinets there. There's my sink and my faucet, my big window, my dishwasher, which I haven't unpacked it to get it ready to use yet. Everything is still inside. My refrigerator, though, I did unpack my refrigerator. I haven't done the bottom shelves yet, so I have to take the tape off the bottom, but it's on and it's cooling. And here's the refrigerator. I put the shelves in the doors. It's got 6 shelves that go in. There's my water faucet. I don't have a cup. Well, I don't know if I can do it with the bin. I don't want to do it with the bin. I don't want to make a mess, but the water does come out from there when you push on it. Adjustable shelves. There's the filter right up here in the corner. It has a door alarm. Can you see that's flashing to let you know that the door is open? The fridge is set at 37 degrees. If I want to turbo cool it to get it ready, which I don't need to, I'm just going to let it run. Down on the bottom, it has its own settings, which I will get to. They're down there in the back. This is the bin for the ice maker, and it does have water in it. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Let's look. Pantry. Look, I put something in the pantry. Yes, my little travel refrigerator is in the pantry to start. And that'll give you an idea how big this pantry is. That thing looks like a little, I don't know, like a toy in there. The bathroom now has the lights. That's the fan I just turned on. The light over the shower. And as soon as I get a bulb for it, there'll be a light right there over the vanity. What'd you think, Mr. Levi? You like it? So there's lots of space. This is a 36-inch shower. So when the door swings open, it does clear the toilet. It has plenty of space to get back and open all the way up. So if I need to get Mr. Levi in there to give him a bath, or if I need to get in there for cleaning, I can get in there for cleaning. What do you think, Mr. Levi? You want to take a shower? No? You don't want to go in the shower? I didn't think so. Back up, honey. Back up. So I can hear the fan running. Turn off the fan. Turn off the light. I'm so excited. 3-way switch. There's a switch here that's for these highlights that are directly over the kitchen area. That turns these on. And there's also switches right here on this wall that will also turn the kitchen lights on and off. So if I'm going into the bedroom at night, I can flip the switch over there, or I can flip the switch over here if I'm out here. Pretty cool. Look, I even just stuck a little things in there just for size, just checking for size. Same thing on this one, just checking for size. My breaker panel, I am going to be covering that so you won't actually see the panel box. And I already have a plaque, a wall hanging thing that'll go over that to hide it. There's my machine so that you can get a look in it now. It'll hold about 10 to 15 pieces, as long as they're not too heavy or thick, or it'll hold a regular, like a throw blanket. It'll hold a full set of sheets. It's enough. I don't need anything really, really big, but I love that it's a stainless steel tub. Closes nice. Levi is out there protecting the house already. You get him, Levi. You tell him. bedroom ceiling fan, now under power, lights, smoke detectors activated, back door is locked. I did put this little rug down like when I bought it from TEMU. You heard me say I was going to put that down for Levi's feet. So I've already got that down. So this is where we're at, guys. This is the house prior to moving in. And it's going to be an absolute disaster come Tuesday when I do move everything in the furniture and boxes and tubs and everything starts coming in. The mini splits do work, but we shut them off. They were set for heat and we just completely shut them off. Don't need them right now. I've ordered extended pull down chains, two, I think 3 feet or 5 foot chains to go onto those because obviously I'm not going to be able to reach to adjust the ceiling fan. So that's where we're at, guys. Wish me luck. I'm going to take the next few days to finish up some last minute packing, last minute coordination of things, but yeah, there we go. Isn't this absolutely amazing? Look at this. I'm way back in the corner here. I got 11 feet between me and that wall over there. And I have a nice, spacious, beautiful kitchen. Yeah, happy camper. Catch you soon. I'm thrilled at how this came out. There is a few little tweaks here and there that Ryan and or one of his team members is going to come down and take care of. They're also going to come down and bring with them the screens for all the windows. It was not a good idea to leave the screens on while it was being transported. They could have easily blown off on the highway. They're not meant to be that locked into place, so to speak. So the screens have to be put in. The little track, the little ceiling bars that go on the bottom of the shower door to help moisture seal, that has to be put in. There's just a few little things that have to be done. Yeah, but nothing major. It's nothing that's going to stop me from moving in on the 4th. Right? I know, it's getting so close. I can't stand it. I'm getting ready to burst. It's like going back and forth between the two places is just absolutely crazy. But it's all good. I can't believe, though, it's happened so quickly. I haven't even been here for 90 days. I got in December 14th is when I arrived here in Alabama. They started work on the house the first week in January. And yeah, the house was done in like 6.5 weeks. And then everything has just fallen into place because the next step, as I said, Monday, the shed is getting built on site. While that's being done, I'm going to run to the local plumbing store and take back those extra pieces. And in exchange, I have to get pipe wrap because my water line, it will eventually be buried, but it won't be buried that deeply because that's just not how it's done with these tiny homes. So I have to get pipe insulation. I have to get the foam that goes around it and then pipe wrap to go around it and protect it from, the moisture, the dirt, whatever the case may be, because it won't be buried below the frost line. And the last thing I need is my water line freezing up. It barely, if ever, gets below freezing where I'm going, where the house is, but I just want to be on the safe side. I would rather wrap it and protect it, to keep it that way. Do the best that I can for that. So I'll be doing that on Monday. And then the movers, Tuesday. So when I leave here Tuesday morning at about 8:30-ish, that'll be it. All my stuff will be out of here. I'll have cleaned up after Levi and I. Right now I'm in the process of washing all his little blankets and his bedding and all his stuff. And then when that load is done, I'll start washing up my bedding and pillowcases and all that kind of stuff so I can get that packed up. I'm going to pack up on any unnecessary clothing that I won't need over the next 3 or 4 days, which is a fair amount. Pack that up, all the kind of repacking that you do when you're into a temporary shelter. But that's it, guys. That's where we're at right now. So you won't see or hear from me. I might do like a little community post just to let you know that we've landed, the move was successful, and we're actually spending our first night, Tuesday night, in the tiny home. And that's just a week away from my birthday. So I'm thrilled about that I'll be celebrating my birthday a week after we move in. Oh, just so much. But it's all falling to place. All the logistics and the coordination that I had to go through to line this up and that up and that up. Everything is just working perfectly. And that's a lot less stressful when it happens that way. So far, knock on wood, no hiccups, but I'm ready in case they are. I've decided I'm not going to let any hiccups faze me whatsoever. It's just the way it is. So guys, if you enjoyed this, big thumbs up. Cross your fingers for me that everything continues to go well for Levi and I in our tiny home venture. If you have any questions about tiny homes, and some of you have been emailing me and putting questions down in the post, by all means, let me know. And if this is a journey you think you might want to take, Ryan has agreed that he would be happy to speak with any of you. No obligation. You don't have to purchase from PBS, but he will guide you through what you can expect with a tiny home purchase, what you can expect as far as construction goes, and delivery and setup, and all the little ins and outs that I've had to navigate. I've been trying to show you all that. So keep that in mind, if that's an option for you, just let me know. Drop me a message, an email message, and I will send you Ryan's contact information so you can at least open a line of communication with him. Don't forget to share the video. Let everybody see what you can get from TEMU, even by sea, and not from local warehouse, right? And I don't have to tell you, right? Sharing is what gets the views. That's what keeps the channel going and growing. All right. Look, I know I can't wipe the smile off my face. Isn't that silly? I'm like a kid in a candy store. And my dimples are out. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please keep in mind we are not exclusively TEMU here. We cover everything that matters to whomever. So if you have a subject you want covered, if you have a online marketplace you want covered, if you have anything you want covered, drop me a line. And remember, if you're a vendor, if you do your own crafting, drop me an email and we will promote your little business on this channel at no obligation to you. I'm just going to give all my viewers a leg up with their business. We're going to do a subscriber spotlight, right? For any of my subscribers, I don't care if you make jewelry, if you do knitting, crocheting, you sell your products, if you are willing to ship to wherever, period, doesn't matter if it's just the United States or whatever, but if you're willing to ship what you make, then you drop me a line and we'll open a discussion about getting you into the subscriber spotlight. All right? Subscribe to the channel if I haven't already said that, please and thank you. And I will be back with more after the next few days. Love ya.